Hi, this is Paul, City Sailing. Today we want to talk about ARPA, which are the lines on the radar showing the other vessels. So we're going to start here in Dover Harbour. You can see on the radar, and we can see on Actis. It's a very busy port, so we're starting in Dover Harbour, and the vessels coming in and out of the harbour. It's a good fine day, so we can see that the ships coming out of the harbour. There's quite a lot of vessel movement. There's a square rigger just about to come out, and there's lots of small sports boats around in and out of the harbour. Okay, got the radar on. Just put it on transmit. We've already talked about tuning it up, so we tune it up on 12 miles. There we go. Tune. Bottom line is at its maximum. I'm quite happy with the gain and the sea clutter and the rain as well. So we're going to go back to a workable distance. We're going to go to 3 miles, and we're going to then pop her on to north up. So the screen is stabilised. I've just gone down to 1.5 miles to give better definition close in. With 1.5 miles, we can put it on short pulse. As the pulses decrease, we get a better definition of the Dover Harbour north up. We can determine the time with relative vectors. We pop that on 6 minutes, trails off, and then we can click on the ARPA and have a look at that. And with ARPA there, we can put the data on as past positions, target ID, and the amount of targets that we're tracking. So we can cancel the targets, and we can look at limits and settings. So under limits and settings, we can decide what the CPA limit, TCPA limit, and the other limits are. I've put these all down to 0 just for this exercise. Otherwise, every time you look at something, the alarm goes off and it beeps, and it's quite difficult to explain. Obviously, if you're further out at sea, you want to put these limits higher up, so you can choose the limits of the alarms going off. Okay, looking at the harbour, we've got Square Rigger coming out, USS Eagle coming out of Dover Harbour, and we've got the two ferries coming out, and we've got some other boats around. So if we look on the screen there, there's us, there's our header line. So we're heading towards the harbour. So what we think of targets are dots. If we just click on them, it will come up with the number of that target. It will need a bit of time to interrogate it, work it out, and it will give us the relative course and speed of that target. So we can visually see. So I really stress to use your radar in good visibility so you can put the targets up with what you can see. So in the fog, it's much easier. So we're looking at target one. It's giving us a range of 0.6 of a mile, 269.7 bearing. So that's the target one, and there she is. Okay, just in front of that, you can see a hovercraft just nipping past the harbour entrance. Soon that will pop up. So it takes a little time for the ARPA to work out the distance, the CPA and TCPA of the vessels. And here they are worked out on the screen. So we put 6 minutes. So these vessels will be going relative to us that distance in 6 minutes. So I've pulled those now down to 2 minutes. So that's where each vessel is going to be in 2 minutes. Obviously, the longer the line, the faster it's going. So we click on the target and interrogate the target, and it will tell us what's going on and what it is. So we click on the target. We can look at the target as the ship coming out. Then we look on the ARPA, his range is 0.8, 273, his CPA is 0.1, which is pretty close, and that's going to happen in 2.9 minutes. If we click on true, it comes up red. True is what's happening if we were standing still. See the white line in the middle from ours there coming up. That's on true, and that's where we would be in 2 minutes. And as you see, the bearings, the lines of the vessels will change as we go between true and relative. For collision avoidance, we want to be on relative. We're just clicking from true to relative so you can see the difference there. Okay, we'll go back to relative. Okay, so what these vessels are doing relative to us, we can click on them and we can interrogate and have a look at it. So we'll click on that one. Target 4.6 of a mile. And we look at her now 0.5 of a mile, the bearing, CPA 0.3, it's going to happen in 1.3 minutes. And we can see her coming out and coming towards us. That was target 4 we're looking at. So if we have a look through our, just have a little look out. We can see other targets out there, and we need to try and identify those targets onto our radar. So we've got a small rib there. We've got the fact, obviously got the ferry coming out. Just as we move round, we can look out on the lookout in different directions. So that's us heading into Dover Harbour. See our header line going towards the harbour. We've got some targets there, like 5 hasn't registered yet. We've got the 2 big ships coming out, 3 and 4. We've got hovercraft going across at number 2. Um, Number 7, I think, is a stationary buoy because it's not showing as much. There we go. Behind the ship, there's a yacht and the USS Eagle motoring out the harbour towards us. Picked up a couple more targets. There, 6 and 8. It could take a little bit of time for them to be interrogated to give us the ARPA lines on them. And the other vessels have their lines in green. If they come within our target, they'll turn to red, so we look straight at the screen. And this is us going into the harbour, matching up with the Ectis. So say again, if the lines go red, it means they're going to our guard zone. So those 2 have just come up. So 8 is 2.5 miles away. Click on this one, which is number 5. It's coming towards the harbour. So number 5 is 2.1 miles away, range 110. We'll just see what speed he's doing, CPA 0.2. And if we have a look out, we'll be able to see that's the square rigger, that's the Eagle going away. They're the 2 passenger boats going away, so we've got one here. We do have the facility to look through on the binoculars. So if we get the binoculars out, we can have a look at this. There's a ship coming towards us. There we go, binoculars out. So that vessel's going away from us. We can see that. It's quite tricky with our binoculars because we're moving up and down. So there's the ship coming towards us. Okay, I'm just looking at it through the binoculars and we can see the vessel coming towards us. Okay, pop it back on, short pulse, better definition, and we can see her much better there. And that's target 5, and she's 0.8 of a mile away. And she's coming in towards the harbour. And if we then look, we'll be able to see her coming into the harbour. So that's the first one, and there's a ship behind, so we've got 2 targets on the radar coming into the harbour quite quickly. And then she's on the radar coming through the heads of the harbour. With the other ship closely behind, albeit a little bit slower. Okay, so shows her through, coming in, and we should look through the window and we'll see her coming through and berthing. And there's the other ship just coming through. In a sec, we'll have a look at the radar and see where she is on the radar. And there she is on the radar. If we just click on it and interrogate it, and it'll tell us the information. So it's gone to target 8, 1.5 miles away. It's 77.7. I just flick it from true to relative, and you can see it changing a little bit. Not too much because we're really slow at the moment. Okay, the faster we go, the more it changes between true and relative. So 1.3 range, CPA 0, so it's going to hit us if it carries on the same course and speed in 4.3 minutes. The vessel's course is 256, and the vessel is doing 17.6 knots. Also, we got on the radar, we can see the wind speed and the depth of where we are displayed on there. So these relative vectors are 6 minutes, so that's where it should be in 6 minutes. We can move that down. Just going to move that down to 1 minute. There we go. And that shows where she is in 1 minute. So she can take about 2 minutes to get through the heads of the harbour there. Let's have a look. There she is. And just zoomed out to see what else is going on. So we've got the vessels that are going away, the 2 ships that were going away. and that's the eagle going away as well. I'll just click on 7 to see what is 7, but it'll take a few rotations for it to work out what she is. So there's a ship coming in, not far away now. Click on her, and she's now zero point 0.9 a mile away, still doing 18.9 knots. So TCPA 2.6 minutes. So we just zoom in again on the radar, pop it back to short pulse so we get a better definition picture. And there's us in the middle, sitting in the middle of the harbour, and we're watching the ship come through, and she'll come in to Dover and berth in the commercial dock. So this is a lot easier during good visibility and during the day. When we run this with the city sailing course, we run this first of all in conditions like this, then we'll do it at night, and then we'll do it in the fog. So we do the same exercise, but you get to do the exercise in low visibility and at night time. So there she is, just coming through the entrance. And if we look out, we'll see her come through. Okay. And here she is through the entrance, and we can see on the radar that she's through the entrance and she's altering course to berth. Just zoom in on the short pulse, good definition. And we can see her quite clearly now coming into the harbour. So we worked out with ARPA, we need to be on a stabilised display and in relative mode. We can choose how long the vector time is, and it will show the arrows from the vessel where it's going to be in that time. Click on the vessels in good times. It takes a little bit of time for the radar to work out the course and speed and the vectors on the other vessels. But once you get used to ARPA, it really is an amazing tool. You can see exactly what's going on. It's much easier within the regulations, especially working out with Rule 19 that we talked about. Um, Again, make sure it's on relative, and make sure you use the radar during good visibility as well as bad visibility. Well, we hope you've enjoyed this city sailing video. We hope you can come along and use this for real on our simulator at Bank with the company of Waterman and Leiterman. And we hope to see you soon. Thank you very much.